off season every year, it's always madness. It's always something going on. It's always a big move that's supposed to happen that does happen, and it's a big move that's supposed to happen and it does not happen. But in fact, these last 48 hours, it's been nothing but madness. And I want to start off with what happened today. The Bucks landing Miles Turner, shockingly. And the reason why I say shockingly is because we did not expect the Indiana Pacers, who was just playing in the NBA Finals a few weeks back. They released their longest tenure player. Not only they don't re-sign him, the team that signs him is in their division. It is a team that they hate, they despise. Every time they match up, Bucks and the Pacers, it's always some shit going on between the two. And Miles Turner said, hey, y'all not going to pay me an extra $15 million that the Bucks going to give me? Okay, cool. I'm just going to go to Milwaukee and play with Giannis. And that's what happened. And Giannis, we seen that, not happy with what happened next, what Milwaukee did by waiving Damian Lillard for no apparent reason. But it is a reason. I mean, as a fan, we want to sit here and be shocked and be like, why did you release Dame Lillard after you just signed him? And he's with an Achilles injury, but y'all let him go to make room for Miles Turner, which, in fact, they did say, rumors reported that Giannis y'all can say recruit Miles Turner to Milwaukee, but, we'll come to find out they had to give up Dame Lillard. And now teams are calling for Dame, and it looks like he's going to be on a move to a team that he can pick this time. He didn't choose to go to Milwaukee. Portland sent him to Milwaukee, which, they didn't send him to the Wizards or a team that was losing. They sent him to a contender at the time, rightfully so, because Dame paid his dues for Portland. He didn't really want to leave Portland, but he wanted to fight for a ring. He did all he could in Portland. So now in 2025, while he's rehabbing his Achilles tear, he can pick where he want to go. There's been teams calling. Golden State has reached out, and I'm sure some other teams that reached out. Now the question is, what is the best fit for Dame Lillard? Because now we know he's not playing in 2025, but what will be the best fit? Honestly, me personally, on the outside looking in, any team is possible to get him because we don't know what the NBA is going to look like in 2026 when he's fully healthy. We can sit here and say, hey, Lakers, go get him. Rockets, go get him. But it has to make sense for him because it's like, okay, I know I'm not playing this year, but I still want to go to a team of my choosing that best fits me, and I still want to compete for a championship. We can easily say the Eastern Conference because it's so wide open. Will it be wide open by the time Dame is healthy and on the court? Probably not. Who knows? Only time will tell. But for him, we always said, hey, Miami Heat is perfect. And some people could say, oh, the Miami Heat's not a contender. Hell. With the Eastern Conference the way it is right now, the goddamn Charlotte Hornets and Washington Wizards are a contender. By the way, the Atlanta Hawks been moving the last couple days. They are a championship contender at the East. So everybody is a contender right now in the Eastern Conference due to injuries. So with Dame, he's probably looking at like, hey, if I do want to stay in the East, I can go to Miami Heat where he's been linked before. So now is the right time. That's assuming if Miami Heat did contact him, maybe. So if I had to choose a team where I think Dame Lillard will go and sign to, Miami Heat would not be shocked by that at all. Not at all. And speaking of teams one of the teams I just named, the Los Angeles Lakers. I personally do not know what the hell they're doing. I I don't know. We all know they are in the market right now for a big. They desperately need a big man. And I don't know what's going on with them. Your first signing was Jake Laravia. And I might be butchering his last name. But 3-and-D guy, young, but a bench player on the Kings. I can understand that you sign him in the middle of the offseason, but for you to make that your first signing when you know you need a big, I personally do not get what's going on with the Lakers. And to be honest with you, this might shock some people. But if I'm LeBron James, I wouldn't even mind thinking about a trade, especially if I'm trying to win a championship. You're going on 41, year 23. If you don't like what the Lakers is doing, if they don't get a big man, and you already know that the Lakers are preparing for the future, you're on the way out. This is Luka's time now. This is the Luka era. I opted into my $53 million contract for the year. The Lakers is held hostage, but at the same time, for these players, why show loyalty to these teams and they not showing loyalty back to you? We just seen what happened with Damian Lillard. He tore his Achilles. They waived him bye-bye to make room for Miles Turner. Miles Turner got lowballed by the franchise that drafted him, the longest tenure pacer on the roster. They didn't show loyalty to him. He bounced and went to another team, the rival, a state down from them, and said, I'm going to just go to them. I'm going to go to the Bucks. There's no loyalty in this game. Austin Reeves got lowballed by the Lakers. The Lakers trying to offer him 4 years, $80-some-odd million. And he said, no, I'm worth more than that. I'm worth over $100 million. So we could see Austin Reeves on the move soon. If I'm LeBron James, I don't care if I'm an active billionaire in the NBA. I want all my money. In this economy, in California, give me my money. I'm not taking no pay cut for y'all. If y'all not going to surround me with pieces, not just Luka and Austin Reeves, if y'all don't make no moves in this offseason, I have a no trade clause. Which means if I do want to get traded, I get to pick where y'all trade me. So make some moves. Jake is not enough. You got DeAndre Ayton out there. And I heard some, DeAndre Ayton of not, temper tantrums, not showing up, missing games, all these things, whatever. That's better than what you have now. That's way better than what you have now at center. You couldn't even stop Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert looked like Wilt Chamberlain in the playoffs. So, against the Lakers. So, I mean, you have no other choice. And don't sell no Al Horford. If you go get Al Horford, you're going to see breaking news the next day, probably the same day, LeBron James will question the trade. And I'll just say this, and I'm not from LA, obviously, but I can just say this. I want to know how fans feel about Rob Pelinka, because I hear these stories about how LeBron James himself is ruining the Lakers, which that's far from true. That's far from the truth, because once Kobe retired and then before LeBron got there, Lakers was irrelevant. In most cases, LeBron kept the Lakers relevant throughout these years, because if LeBron never showed up to the Lakers will be suffering right now. Big time. So this whole notion that he's ruining the Lakers that's bullshit. Rob Pelinka, on the other hand, has a strong case for the reason why the Lakers don't get big time players like that. Luka Doncic was a gift. And to be told right now, the Mavericks and Nico Harrison is winning the trade right now. Let's just be honest. The Mavericks right now is winning the trade. So far. Still got a long way to go. And I want to move down to my city, Houston. The Houston Rockets, with what they've done. They're one of the teams that's winning the offseason so far. So far, the Houston Rockets are winning the offseason with Denver, what they've been doing, and Atlanta. The Houston Rockets right now is winning the offseason. So, with KD coming to Houston, we knew what that meant. More free agents would want to come to Houston as well. Better the player, you attract more free agents, right? You sign Dorian Finney-Smith, that the Lakers let go of, and you bring back Clint Capella. That's huge right there. Bring him back. You already have Sagoon and you have Steven Adams, and we seen what the double big did in the playoffs. And then you add Clint, assuming that Clint Capella is not a sign and trade, because that's still a possibility. That's still a possibility that you sign Clint Capella, but there's a sign and trade coming along with that. Because there's been rumors about Cam Whitmore as well that might be traded. So just got to be on the lookout for that. So, but assuming that this is the roster, as it's constructed right now, like I said on the last episode, the Rockets wasn't done. We knew they was going to get more pieces after signing KD, 3-and-D guy, which they have now with DFS. You added another big, assuming that he's staying on the team this year in Clint. But here's the thing I want to say. That Clint move is more than what we think, though. Here's what I mean. You already have, if you include Jock Landale, you have three bigs. Jock, Sagoon, Adams, right? You get Clint, that's your fourth. On the active roster, that's your fourth big. DFS isn't going nowhere. Dorian Finney-Smith, that's on the roster. He's staying. You needed that. You needed a 3-and-D guy. But what you did not need is a guy in Clint, which is cool, the more the merrier. But you just signed Steven Adams for 3 years, $30-some million. Something's going on with that Clint Capella. That's a bigger move that we're not paying attention to. I don't know what it is, personally. I didn't reach out to nobody. I didn't talk to nobody. But just looking at the roster, if you're throwing out, hey, Cam's a possibility of a trade before the training camp, you sign Clint. Could this be a trade for another star that's out there? It's a huge possibility. I'm not saying no names, Giannis. But hey, possibility. You add in one of the bigs, throw in Cam, throw in a couple future first round picks. Hey, I'm just saying that this could be a possibility out there, because not a lot of moves, or it could be a move that's there in the trade deadline during the season. That's another possibility. But how the Rockets are constructed now, definitely, without question, is them and OKC. It's them and OKC. That's 1-2. That's what it is right now. So I don't want to say they all the way done yet. But again, if this is the roster and they said we're done, we're not making no more moves. 1-2 in the West. Without question. Rockets versus OKC. It's one of those two teams will be playing in June.